Hi, I'm Dr. Brian Quedman. I've been doing weight loss for almost 30 years, and I've oftentimes heard from my clients, I just don't have enough time to exercise. What I always wanted to do is do an analysis of the cost to benefit ratio for exercise in terms of time. So I finally decided to do it, and I sat down and did it. What I assumed was that somebody exercised 1 hour every day, 7 days a week, for 4 decades, and what that would be in terms of a cost of time. And what that comes out to is 14,600 hours of exercise over 4 decades. Now, that might sound like a lot, but then you have to look at it in terms of what the benefits are. One of the benefits of exercise is that you avoid disability. And if you look at the medical science, it shows that you have progressive disability if somebody fails to remain fit. So what I did is I assumed that that disability that you develop, you only develop 20% of that disability in the first decade. You develop another 10% of that disability each decade thereafter. Now, if you think that this is an exaggeration, I went jogging the other day, and as I was coming back, there's a group of people that are slightly older, and they park in a parking lot near my house, and they go bicycling. So I stopped and chatted with them. And the gentleman I talked to said that they go bicycling 3 days a week for 20 miles each time. And he's 81 years old. So that gentleman is actually outside of this, range. From the age of 20, he's now 60 years over that. And what I said was, I only went out 40 years and looked at the disability and the illnesses you developed in 40 years. And this guy is 20 years later, and he's still able to go bicycling 20 miles a day, 3 days a week. So I think my estimate of disability and how much our ability to do things physically narrows if we don't stay fit is actually a conservative estimate. So in terms of the cost, in terms of time of 14,600 hours, what the benefits are is you avoid, over the course of 40 years, 122,000 hours of disability. And if you calculate the last 10 years, saying that you didn't develop any illness over the first 40 years, but in the last 10 years you did, you have 87,600 hours of illness during the last decade of your life. So the cost, 14,600 hours of exercise over 40 years, is easily balanced out by the benefits of avoiding 122,000 hours of disability and 87,600 hours of illness at the end of your life. I hope this helps you if you think, I just don't have time to exercise. I was impressed by this. I didn't think it would be that dramatic, but I was rather shocked, so I thought I'd share it with you folks. All right, have a great day and get exercising. Take it easy.
Today, I went for a run. I did not feel like it. 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 But I did. And now I feel great. So I forgot how good it feels sometimes, when you're about ready to go for a run or do something like that. I mean, today I had more excuses than Joe Biden's forgotten, which says a lot. But bottom line is, I did my 6 miles, and although it wasn't pretty, it feels good. And that's the key. All right, guys, sorry for the bobbliness, but whatever.